Nigerian lawmakers reject bill seeking to check public office holders from sending children to foreign schools. Welcome to the news and please subscribe to our channel. So they are rejecting the bill to check public office children from sending their children to foreign schools. Which offense did we Nigerians commit to have such people in almost everywhere? Nigerians, we should ensure that this mistake or the mistake we have been making for a long time does not continue to happen. Dialogue is very necessary for this country to survive because such things will be scrapped. As in, scrap is scrap. You send your children there to school on you, as in your own cost. 1 naira is missing from any money they gave to you or from any project that you're supposed to execute. You face the law. These people should know that everyone should be treated equally. Because at the end of the day, we are equal. Everybody is a human. What is good for the good is good for the gander. The news in detail, please stay with us. In 2018, the same bill was sponsored by Ogun, but most of his colleagues argued at the time that the bill should be stepped down as it infringes on people's rights. The House of Representatives have rejected a bill that sought to check public office holders from sending their children to foreign schools. The bill sponsored by Sergis Ogun was rejected by the members of the House of Representatives on Thursday. In 2018, the same bill was sponsored by Ogun, but most of the colleagues argued at the time that the bill should be stepped down as it infringes on people's rights. Leading the debate, Ogun argued that the bill will help address the falling standard in Nigerian public schools. The bill is proposed against the background of falling standards in the educational system and the need to bring the sector up to speed with global best standards. Unfortunately, as a result of the inability of the government to provide quality education in its public educational institutions, Nigerians have resorted to private schools and foreign schools for their education, he said. His argument did not sway his colleagues as they argued against his point. Nicholas Osai from Delta State said the bill violated the individual right of Nigerians. He argued that the bill should be withdrawn. The bill was subsequently stepped down. In my own opinion, I think they should do it they should just test run it. I'm going to be a selfish patriotic citizen of Nigeria. Why? This is because if they know they can send their words or their children to foreign schools, they're not going to do anything in order to make our educational system here better. But if they know they cannot, they don't have an option. They do not have an option. Instead of coming out to cry, to say, oh, it is infringing on rights, they are going to do the right thing. See, at the end of the day, I'm just imagining now what the world would be or what Nigeria would be without laws. Because at the end of the day, you know why some laws are put into place? It is because some people have decided to be as in, I don't even know the word to use for it. They don't care. They don't care at all. You need laws to make people to do what they are supposed to do, which is very, very sad. If Nigeria is better, if our educational system is brilliant, if what they teach is it is no longer the 90s way of teaching or the 80s or the 70s way of schooling, if they start teaching as in a lot of things that are different, bringing curriculum activities into the system, things that you can, that is going to be useful in the outside world, even when you leave school. I don't think we are going to be having this conversation if our educational system is actually brilliant. But unfortunately, it is not. Yes, in a way, it is going to be infringing on the right. But as human beings, we don't do things unless we are forced to do them. Yes. Sincerely. Just imagine that this bill was passed. I'm telling you, you will see almost all members of the House of Assembly, both national and state House of Assembly, they're going to start arguing that school. Before you know it, they'll start giving life to discussions concerning the educational system. That is what it will be. Why would they sign such a bill when they know they have turned Nigerian educational sectors to? Sincerely. Really, this is another reason for Nigerians not to vote existing members in 2023. This country will fall flat someday, and everyone will lose for a proper reset to happen. Sincerely. What is good for the good is good for the gander. That educational system, I want to believe that there are people who have went out. We have lecturers who studied in this university. Bring the system down here to Nigeria. Better educational sector. Better it. Make it better. Don't give us the CCs. Don't teach us. See, there's actually, let me just drift a little. There's actually a comedy that said a lot of things that were being taught to us when we were growing up, especially even in secondary school, even when they know you're preparing to go to university, that you don't end up using them. And it's actually true. Even the ones you learn in university, at the end of the day, you come out, you don't end up using them at all. What does it tell you? We are so outdated. We are so outdated. I know they will reject it. We know they will not agree because 60% of them are all training their children abroad. And that is why they don't care about education in Nigeria. That is why education system is dying almost every day. Just because their own children are not schooling here in Nigeria. All those people who claim that they represent us in government are just there for their own interests and interests of their families, nothing more. That is it. That is it. That is just it. For those who will come out and be jumping up, you see when I talk about recycled politicians, these are the people I'm talking about. These are the kind of people I'm referring to. Those who do not want anything to change. They want everything to remain the way it is so that they can continue, with their way of, will I say, living Nigeria, not caring for Nigeria at all. Nigeria's foundation is wrong. The Constitution was supposed to be a great guide for us all, but it has become our doom. These guys will always work against whatever will not favor them, and there is nothing we can do about it. The poor masses will forever be the victim. Yes, now, they will only sign the bill that favors them. They will only allow the bill that allows them to loot more money. They will only allow the bill that allows them to stay in office, in power. They will not do anything contrary. Anyone that is going to be contrary, you see this man now, Ogun. If care is not taken, okay, let me don't say so much. Our children are in Nigeria suffering. Look at, is ASU not on strike? Imagine ASU is on strike. A typical person who goes for a 5 or 6 years course will come back, and if care is not taken, somebody who is studying the same course, here in Nigeria, the person about to graduate before the person. Nigeria, this is a wake-up call. We need to do something about the caliber of persons we put in government. We need to do something. They need to be held accountable. If they are going to say they are not going to be held accountable, they step out and somebody else or people who are going to be held accountable is allowed to take on the helm of affairs. Okay, on this note, we've come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.